2 hours southwest of Kiev. It says the investment will strengthen its crop science business in the country and help rebuild the economy there. Included are a new seed dryer, ag field equipment, storage facilities, and the construction of 2 bomb shelters to ensure the safety of the Ukrainians who have been operating the facility under very difficult circumstances. They're adding that they stand with Ukraine. Joining us this morning, Joe Vaklovic with Standard Grain. We're going into another WASDE report, and let's talk a little bit about how quarterly stocks, which tightened in the last report, get worked into the ending stocks for corn and soybeans coming up.
You're probably going to see reflected in feed demand for corn, maybe residual use in soybeans, should lead to slightly tighter old crop balance sheets. That's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee, but that's the likely outcome. So on the U.S. balance sheets, we don't get new crop balance sheets from USDA until May. So this April report is kind of a placeholder to some degree. We're still trying to figure out the old crop situation. It's in that May report that you get a look at what they're projecting, at least for the 23-24 marketing year that begins on September 1st for row crops. I think a lot of people will be watching South American production estimates. Argentina's too high, or USDA is too high with its Argentina crop estimates. They've got to come down. It's just by a question of how much. And honestly, I don't know if there's going to be anything surprising there. All the private groups, a lot of them, for the Argentina soybean crop, as an example. 25 million metric tons. That's a number floating around. The trade thinks USDA is going to slow play this thing and go down to 29. So if they come down to 29 or 30, the trade's going to look at it and say, you know what, they're just moving slowly. They're going to eventually make their way down to 25. I find it hard to believe there's going to be like anything really shocking there.
So I got to ask you, Joe, do you think we're under 200 million bushels on this ending stocks number for soybeans?
I think in reality, the market's probably trading that, but I don't know that the USDA has to print that. USDA doesn't like to print things that scare the market, and I think under 200 is kind of a scary prospect, really. That's kind of like a psychological type thing. So I don't know. I mean, you may see it, you may not. I think the market probably is of the opinion that that's the case. You've got the demand to support it. You saw the lighter stocks numbers. I mean, I see no reason why that couldn't be the number that's being traded right now.
Is corn under 1.2 billion?
No.
No?
Well, it depends. So exports have made this phenomenal recovery, right? Because we've seen all this Chinese business. The one question to me would be ethanol. If you look at EIA accumulated data for the marketing year, we're not where we should be. The USDA grain crush reports, which is a monthly deal, indicates the same. USDA says year over year we're going to decline 1.5% in terms of corn demand via ethanol. The numbers to this point in the marketing year don't support that.
All right, thanks for joining us as always. Joe Vaklovic, Standard Grain. More AgDay coming up.